To a Baptist church when I was in high school, and I just really didn't identify or resonate with what I thought was religion at the time. And I just fell in love with sports, playing basketball, went to college, kind of did the whole thing.
And so when did you realize you wanted to be a pastor?
I'm still waiting for that realization.
And so I know your church is not gay affirming, but gay welcoming.
So I feel like it's one of those complex times where I'm okay with it. I want to be a church where people don't have to agree with everything that I say. I feel like I'm right today.
I was going to ask you, do you think it's possible that, like, you could just sit down the road and have a different view on abortion or a different view on same-sex marriage, or?
Anything's possible.
We know Carl Lentz is a false prophet. He's a wolf. He's such a man of the flesh. He's about, I don't care if they don't like what I got to say. Yeah, because you wrote the Bible. He's a man of the flesh. He's a false prophet, wolf in sheep's clothing. And some guy did a video on Carl Lentz, the ridiculousness in a nutshell to sum it up, but I'm kind of expanding on it. Plus, when I open my Bible, I turn to Jeremiah 23, and all of Jeremiah 23 talks about the false prophets. But I want to read it for you, verses for you guys. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord. Therefore thus said the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you in the evil of your doings, said the Lord." And at verse 15, I'm kind of going to summarize Jeremiah 23 here. It says, "Therefore thus said the Lord of hosts concerning the prophets, Behold, I will feed them with warm wood, and make them drink the water of gall. For from the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness gone forth unto the land. Thus said the Lord of God, thus said the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you, that make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not of the mouth of the Lord." Skip over here at verse 20. Says, "The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel, and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil ways, and from the evil of their doings." And at verse 31, it says, "Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use their tongues and say, He said. Behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies, and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore they shall not profit these people at all, saith the Lord." And at verse 39, it says, "Therefore, behold, even I, will utterly forget you, and I will forsake you in the city that gave you and your fathers, and cast you out of my presence." Now, woe be to those, therefore, who are commanded to feed God's people and pretend to do it. This point in the Bible is talking about false prophets who instead scattered the flock, and drove them away by violence and oppression. And they didn't visit them, nor take any, consideration upon them, or any care for them, or their welfare. Just didn't really concern themselves about them, or at all to do them good. And if God is saying all this in Jeremiah 23 of how angry and so upset he is at the false prophets, imagine what he's going to do today at the false prophets who are scattering the sheep, who is using his name for profit or for their own glory. Imagine what he's going to do to the false prophets today, and woe be unto them.